All right, Mark Schlereth, a.k.a. Stink, 3-time Super Bowl champion, 2-time Pro Bowler. We got a little 2-minute drill to end the session, right? Thinking Thursday practice here. All right, So I'm going to give you a couple of questions, and we got to roll. We got to get that we got to get 2 first downs and at least get some scoring.
I always used to tell John Elway when we did 2-minute drive at the end of Thursday practice, I go, I'll give you $20, you throw a pick and end it. every time.
I tried everything, but I didn't try that. And there's a couple of quarterbacks I think would have given it to me about week 7, week 8. You know what I mean, to get us off of there.
Every now and again, he'd give it to you.
Yeah. Well, here we go. 1:53 is on the clock. You got 2 timeouts, and we're rolling. Tell us something about John Elway that nobody knows unless they played with him.
John did everything and I was always interested in this. He did everything the rest of the team did. So I never forget, we're doing a leg press, this heavy leg press, and Rich Toots, our strength coach, and he's pushing on the leg press, and it's miserable, right? In this offseason workout. And John looked at him and goes, you realize if I refuse to do this, I'm still going to make the team, right? And Rich was like, yep. And John did it anyway. So he always ran with the team. He did everything everybody did.
What was Rod Smith's impact on the Denver Broncos?
He was truly one of the great leaders of our football team. And I'll never forget, we were running a play. We ran like a 19 handoff, and Rod was on the backside. 19 handoff weak. He was the Z on he was 19 half strong. He was the X on the backside. And Mike Anderson broke it down the sideline, went for about 50 or 60 yards. And Grady Jackson was there. I think it was Grady Jackson was their nose guard, big 340-pound nose guard. And he's trailing the play, and he's about 20 yards off. And this is when you could crack back block and everything else. And Rod loops around from his ex-receiver position. And just before the whistle blows, he just ass over tea kettles, 340-pound Grady Jackson, feet in the air and everything else. And he probably had, and it was like 40 yards downfield. And he probably had 2 touchdown catches, probably 8 catches for 120 yards, 2 touchdown catches. We come out of film room, and all Rod could do is, "Did you see it? Did you see it? Did you see me knock him on his ass?" Like he couldn't care less about the touchdowns. All he wanted was some props and some accolades from the offensive line that he threw a great block. And that was Rod, man. That was who he was.
Complete player.
Yeah.
When was the time that Shannon Sharpe had you laughing the most as a team?
Dude, when he would make fun of Glenn Cordrez's outfit before we get on the plane, like the biggest fear of any road trip was like, I hope this outfit that I'm wearing I hope I'm okay. Like, I'm like, honey, like my wife would pick out the suit you're wearing and stuff. And I'm like, I hope it's right, because if it's not right, like I will never hear the end of it. He would get on Glenn about something he was wearing, and it was, he would wear dudes out. But the thing I always give Shannon grief, because Shannon would always pick a fight with the guy you were playing. Yeah. Like Shannon would never pick a fight, rarely ever pick a fight with the guy he had to line up against. It was always the guy you were playing. Yeah. And I get so pissed at him in the huddle, like, dude, I'm going to kick your ass. Like, shut up. Like, I got my hands full over here. I'm playing against, Chester McLaughlin, right? And I'm like, dude, if he gets mad, I got no chance. Like quit.
Let him feel like he's having a great game. Cut it out.
Yeah.
Oh, we got 3 seconds left. Coach is saying, go for it. We're on the 2-yard line. What's your favorite memory of playing as a Denver Bronco?
Probably watching John Elway in Super Bowl 32, when all of a sudden he knew we were going to win, and that proverbial monkey was off his back.
What moment was that? Where were you in the game?
We were at the very end of the game, and John Mobley knocked down a pass on 4th down to Mark Chmura, and that was it. We just had to go take a couple of the best play in football, kneel down. We just had
6 right tight diamond. Take a knee.
And we just had to take a knee. And Dude, that was so. I mean, obviously we won a Super Bowl, but knowing the history of the league, like I knew the history, like we all did at that time, right? We grew up watching football. It wasn't we didn't our football knowledge didn't come from playing Xbox. We like grew up watching it, and that's not a dig on today's player. It's just the way it is. But we all knew his history in Super Bowls, and so that was a real special. It was just a special moment.
All right. Well, thank you, Mark Schlereth, 3-time world champion, 2-time Pro Bowler, #1 in your hearts, Broncos country.